Well, hello again, guys. It's Gregola Productions here, back again with another episode of the Big Ben Style 7 Electric series. And before we get into it, first a word from our unpaid sponsor on Commercial Carousel.
Johnny, she's divine. Johnny, take her time. Johnny, now's the time.
Well, viewers, I've been doing a bit of thinking, and I've been talking to some people in the GHC on and off, and in Discord DMs and things like that, and I've been thinking. I think the smartest way to go would be to give this movement an augie. Greg, I don't know what the heck an augie is. Okay, let's try it again. We'll give this movement a gabout cleaning. Well, Greg, what the heck does that mean? Maybe my friend Andrew, maybe his translation will be the best. It'll be a dip and go. I know what it is, but I don't know what the word augie means. As for gabout, which is one that I personally came up with, gabout means German for built. Okay, well, I'm just throwing this movement in the solution in the simple green as a built movement. And I think that'd be the smartest way to go. I don't want to ruin any of these parts here. I don't want that to come flying off. I mean, if we had a rougher one and we didn't pay $20 for it, I would screw around with it more. And and these knobs and stuff. This isn't one you want to jack around with. This is one you actually want to have running. And I know Abbott from Time for Clocks, he says, well, you shouldn't put fiber gears into liquids. According to Abbott, he got that tip to not put fiber gears in liquids or to not submerge them. Apparently that came out of a Hammond electric clock book. I don't know if that was a maintenance, if that included maintenance. I guess it would have somewhat. Yeah, I don't know what the side effect was supposed to be if you did, if it was supposed to just crack and break. I don't know. Well, Greg, if you can't submerge it in liquid, how do you clean it? Okay, well, apparently you were just supposed to wipe it off and then put some grease or oil on it to keep it from getting dry and cracking up. This whole process revolves around that gear and if it doesn't get wrecked, or how to not wreck it. And I don't know if alcohol would. I don't know. We can try. I know we tried it before and there was no issues with it, so. Although, is this a gear I really want to screw up? Let's be serious here for a second. I know that the whole area isn't very busy right now because it's nighttime, and I won't be in here much tomorrow, so I think, yeah, I'd rather not screw up a movement. I'm going to go grab a broken fiber gear, or one that has its teeth stripped out from the garage, and try it in this alcohol here. I know simple green will be fine, but I don't know about alcohol. Actually, you know what? Maybe I won't do this tonight. I'm going to screw around with this broken fiber gear. As you can see, the teeth are stripped off. I can't use this for anything. Except maybe somehow get that middle part out and put that on another gear. I have no idea how I'd do that without breaking it. But anyway, it's basically in the same condition. This is from a Westclox Logan from 1948. The rotor was dead, and this gear was like this. So, and there's other, yeah, it's not in good shape. So I'm going to try and leave this in alcohol all night and to see what happens. And just in case anything does go wrong, here's a nice close-up of the gear in the state that it's in now. Let me just flip it over. Yeah, just in case. I don't know. We might have to study it, you never know. I've had that before where I don't focus in on something as I'm disassembling it, and then I need to know how it goes back together later, and it'll be like an oddly specific part of a clock or something. I'll have wanted a shot of whatever later on, but I didn't take it originally. So I have to comb through all the film and look, there I am holding it a certain way. I don't know, just try to get, when you're cleaning this stuff, just try to get all the oddly specific stuff. Obviously this is totally different since this is just one little fiber gear here, but anyway, we're going to see how it turns out. We're going to see if it dissolves or what the heck happens to it. And you know what? It always pays to keep broken parts like this around because you can experiment with them. It's not like I can do anything with this. And while the gear is being tested in the alcohol, we are going to dismantle the motor. So that little gear right there, that gear there holds the rotor assembly together. And we need to get the rotor out of the stator so we can clean not only the rotor but the stator itself and also re-lubricate it. So yeah, we need to clean everything because it's got that black sludge all over it. So what I usually do for this process is get my motor in the work mate in a certain position where the stator, or the rotor itself isn't making contact with anything. Then I grab my pin punch and line it up with the hole in the center of the gear there, and I'm going to hammer it out. And make sure you're doing this nice and straight too, because one time I wasn't using the sawhorse, I wasn't being all careful about it, and I ended up screwing up the inside of the stator, which of course doesn't really come apart. So that's great. That was with the Westclox Sphinx, but anyway. So I get my pin punch in the hole there, and then I just give it 1 or 2 taps with the hammer. As you can see, that time it didn't come out, and there's the hole. Yeah, this can be kind of a finicky process, but it will come out. Those gears are pressed on, but they're not pressed on that tight. And by the way, the results of the gear test in the alcohol, it worked fine. There was absolutely no damage to the gear whatsoever that wasn't already there, so that's a clear. You can use Westclox gears in simple green alcohol. Okay, viewers, well, I just got the stator apart and everything. And what I've done is I've just cleaned it here. I've just taken Q-tips with a little bit of alcohol on them. You don't want to get the interior of the stator wet because you will ruin the, I don't know if the electronics would be the right word. I don't know, you'd wreck the stator and it wouldn't work. So, I've been very sparing with alcohol and whatnot. Well, not whatnot. I've been sparing with alcohol and just taking toothpicks and going in there and picking old grease and crap out. So anyway, that's really the cleaning process there. I can't put this in water or anything because it's electric, right? So anyway, viewers, thank you for checking out part 2 of this Big Ben Style 7 electric service. In part 3 here, I'm going to continue filming. We're going to put a new power cord on this stator there. And our movement and whatnot. I've been running this on the ultrasonic cleaner quite a few times. I've got the stator and the gear from this in there, and we're having pretty good results. So I've had it running in there twice already. And I've also had the heat on. I didn't have the heat on really the first time. I do now on the second time. Or, I'm sorry, I did on the second time. And I've been giving the ultrasonic half-an-hour breaks in between each cleaning. So the heat went down when it was turned off for half an hour. So it's just kind of, when the cleaner is actually running, it'll heat up a lot faster than it will with just the heating elements on all by itself. So anyway, viewers, thank you for checking this out, and I'll see you in the next part, and we'll see where we get.